When's the rain coming back?
Well, you know what? And we're kind of starting to watch to see if we could see remnants of our hurricane friend to the south. We'll see what happens with that. But the last time we dealt with it,
that was bad stuff.
Dolly in Ruidoso. This is something we need to pay attention to. We'll explain it in just 1 second. But for today, well, there is rain. Yep. It's not here in the metro, but it is happening, and we are seeing some thunderstorms continuing to develop across especially the east slopes of the Sangre de Cristos at this point, but not anything that's causing too many problems. Around Mora County earlier, we had a pretty good thunderstorm that dumped up to 3/4 inch hail. Now that has since weakened here and is starting to scoot on out. We're also seeing a few more storms around the Taos area and out into the Moreno Valley at this point, especially over the Wheeler Peak area at this point. That, too, will die down here over the next few hours, but still some pretty good thunderstorms there. And around the Espanola area and areas just to the north of there, seeing some showers. But the areas hardest hit, definitely Mora County. As you get into west central sections, some scattered stuff still hanging out over especially western sections of Cibola and down into Catron County as well. Silver City relatively quiet, but if you go up into the Gila, we're picking up a few showers, and over the Sacramentos, grabbing a few thunderstorms as well at this point. Now, overall here, the next few days, not really going to be that big a deal for us. We're going to see some occasional storms like today. High pressure over us, but it is allowing some moisture in. And temperatures cooler where we've gotten some rain around Los Alamos, 72, 83 in Santa Fe, 83 in Tucumcari, Albuquerque, high 80s. And some 80s and 90s down to the south. Looking at satellite and radar, you can actually see what's happening overhead here. Everything's kind of rotating in a clockwise fashion around high pressure over us. We're going to keep that high pressure in place until Thursday or Friday. That's critical because it doesn't allow big-time moisture in here, but eventually that could start to change here, but it's going to take sort of a chain reaction of events for that to happen. So the next few days, the high sits over us. We get occasional showers out there, not widespread rain in any one particular area, but some spot storms, especially over the mountains, a possibility. Then a storm system comes down from the Pacific Northwest into California. That bumps the high to our east and opens the door for the possibility of picking up some moisture. Now, on ordinary circumstances anyway, this would be some pretty good chances that some scattered rainfall would be a good shot. However, with Jimena sitting to the south here, this could be a very big deal because if we start pushing this storm up, right now it's a Cat 4 hurricane, it'll weaken and start to die off over areas of the Baja and Arizona. But if we tap into all that moisture, which is a possibility over the weekend, we could be looking at big-time rains here. Now, at this point, this is not a guarantee. There's a lot that's got to happen. This low's got to come down. We got to move the high over. You know what I mean? There's a lot of parts that have got to move for this to happen. But it is a possibility, and because of the kind of rain this could bring in, it's something we should pay attention to. We'll nail it down for you over the next few days and give you plenty of time to make your weekend plans into, of course, the Labor Day weekend. 80s and 90s across the northwest. Spot showers possible, especially over the mountains. Same deal over the northeast. Scattered storms here over the higher mountain peaks and into some of the valleys. Back toward the south and west, spot storms over the Gila for tomorrow and over to the southeast. Temperatures for the most part in the low 90s, largely quiet, although around the Sacramentos we could still see another storm firing over the next few days. Spot storms possible over the Sandias and Manzanos. Here in the Albuquerque area, partly cloudy skies for the most part. A stray shower possible, but a better chance, obviously, over the weekend. Same deal in Santa Fe. Everybody will have a better chance over the weekend if all of this stuff pans out the right way. We'll see what happens here. Again, just not a sure thing right now, but if this does become an issue, flooding could be a big problem.
And it's right on the Labor Day weekend.
Right,
so
I know. The timing is terrible. We'll see what happens.
All right. Thank you, Mark.
You bet.